What is up, guys and girls, and welcome back to part 3 of this excuse me, micro surf bus conversion project, which I've decided in my infinite wisdom to take on for this winter. And it's a beautiful sunny day here. It's Sunday the 6th of October, and I've been cracking on with this bad girl all day long. And I've done myself a really bad mischief on my middle finger, just coincidentally. I've got a nasty, scabby, horrible kind of weird thing going on at the end of my fingernail there. So doing this today was not my idea of fun, but it has to be done. You know, you can't just leave these things. You've got to pick your days. And as I said, today is a perfect day. It's not too windy. It's not too hot. And I've been at home all day because it's a Sunday. So I decided to just crack on and see how we get on with her. I will open her up and let you have a little look inside, show you what I've been doing and a couple of balls ups I've made, because, you know, I've done this 3 times now, but I still make little cock-ups. We've done nothing, we've done nothing inside per se yet. It's still looking like a little Kangoo van basically, but there are some things that need to be dealt with. This here, I don't think I showed you that before, but I'm not quite sure what's going on with the rubber with that, whether it's a little trait of these cars or not. And I have noticed in the last couple of days little scratches that I hadn't seen before, like tiny little ones here. These will polish out, but then I did notice this rather nasty little kind of scuff here and a couple of little things there, which, you know, at the end of the day, this is a 2004, so it's getting on for 15 years old now, I guess. Actually, no, it's more than that, 16 years old, I suppose, isn't it? I did buy the Hammerite silver paint, so I am going to crack on with that. I could have done that today, I guess, but I decided to just, you know, get on with the carpeting. Sorry about the wobbly camera, guys. I'm trying to do this in my driveway with all these horrible, scrotty little kids around, screaming and yelling and doing their thing that they do, that, you know, shabby little kids do. Anyway, let's open it up and I'll show you what I've done today. We have actually done a fair amount, as you'll see. Let me just get this door open. But there's still lots to do. I have done both sides now, as you can see, and they came out all right, actually, to be fair. One is slightly different to the other in the respect that what I did is I carpeted all the way down to here, sorry, there, and then I kind of cut in another piece here. But then on this side, I decided to do it slightly different, and I came rather all the way down to here, then across, then down, and then cutting a piece at the end there. There is a slight little cock up here, which you can see, which I am going to rectify. They're not difficult to fix, these kind of things. I mean, this 4-way stretch Veltrim carpet is incredibly forgiving. You can, you know, fix your balls ups, as it were. Unfortunately, the plywood wasn't perfect, and there are a couple of little kind of notches here and a couple here as well, you'll see. I mean, it's, unless I bought new ply, I had to use what I've got, basically. I mean, it is a budget project at the end of the day, which is what the channel's all about. But as you'll see, it's going to fit basically in there. So what I've got to still do is get in behind here, use the rest of the carpet, and basically go up and across and all the way around. And then when this locks back in, like so, you won't see it. And then obviously, as we said, there's going to be a partition, kind of a false ceiling in here, plywood in the blue. Now I did, oh excuse me, I'm going to have to stretch to get in here. I've done the door cards, I suppose you'd say, for want of a better word, and they've come out all right, to be fair. And that's obviously going to sit just in there. I hope you can see all that. And because as you can see, I've done the door as well. I had to get in behind. I mean, as I said, there's a couple of little things I'm going to have to fix here, but again, with this Veltrim stuff, it's really easy to do. You just cut out a piece and you kind of feather it back in. You can use actually a little, believe it or not, a toothbrush, and you just keep brushing it and keep brushing it, and as you'll see, as we're doing that, the kind of the fibers in the carpet end up filling the little holes, like so. You know, as long as you get it right. It'll take a few attempts, but as long as you get it right. And obviously I had to take off all these little bits and bobs, the handles, the locks, the little mechanism for letting the door open again, you know, further around. And I cut it all the way into here, which again will need tidying up. It's not the most perfect job at the moment, but with this horrible finger, it wasn't bloody easy. I've still got to get in here and get all this glue off, because I thought I was going to go to the edge here, but in hindsight, I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I've cut it. So I'm going to have to get in here. The easiest way is to use WD-40 on a rag and you just rub it off. It's not that difficult. I have insulated the best I could the doors, bearing in mind, well, you can see the recess there. It's like yay big, so there's not much to recess. But I did, as you can see, there's a little, sorry, I'll come back a bit. There's a bit of a recess here. So I did actually put some of this aluminium foil behind each one of these, and as you can see there as well, and in there, just to, you know, keep it nice and toasty warm for the winter, because, you know, we're going to insulate this van as much as we can. And obviously I'm going to put lots of insulation down in there as well, some earth wool, and some more of this. You know, this will be much more insulated than the doors at the back, because there wasn't a lot of space basically. Oh, let me just turn that off. And the same for that, so we're going to insulate that with earth wool, pack it all out with a lot of that aluminium foil sheeting as well, and we'll lift this floor. As I said in the last video, we're going to lift that floor and do some stuff underneath there as well. And obviously I'll do what I can insulation wise on the roof, and then put the partition roof in, and that'll be that done. But as you can see, we've cracked on, and I've got a few bits and bobs I need to tie up on that door, stick that card back in there, and that'll finish that off. And then I've just got to literally, I've already cut the piece for here, the carpet, take off all these little bits and bobs here, and basically do that door, and that'll be done. You know, all I've got to do then, as I said, is basically cut the carpet in strips around these areas here. It's going to have to come in all the way across here as per usual. We'll take this rubber strip off and we'll carpet up and we'll put it back on again, as you will see from the Vivaro video. I mean, you know, there's already a video on my channel of how I did that as well, but this is trying to be a little bit more concise and show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And it's not been easy today, as I said, because this finger is bloody killing me. But I wanted to get on with it, as I said, because you know, time's running out and it's supposed to be a nice quick project. I did lift the little plastic trim from here as well, and you can see how bloody disgusting that is. So all of that's got to be lifted out, and as I said, the floor's coming up to be insulated and put back in again. But we're cracking on, as I said. You know, there's a little bit of tidying, some snagging to do on this door here, and then we'll put that back in. That'll be done. Do this door here, cut in some strips along the top and obviously down the side on each side here, whip this light out, and then that carpeting part of it will be done basically. And then I've got to get some pliers, I said, carpet that, whack that in. I found some nice lights, some 12-volt lights, the circular ones with their own power sources, so I think I'm going to do like maybe just one light here, one light kind of here, somewhere here, so you can have a, obviously they'll have a power source, but then you can switch them on and off as and when you want to. They don't just come on automatically, because it's such a small space, and you do want to retain obviously as much battery power as you can overnight, so you can have a pot noodle in the morning. Because obviously, as I said, I'm going to put in some USB and 12-volt cigar kind of sockets, probably around here somewhere, in a little bank of those, so you can, you know, as I said, make yourself a cup of tea and do anything you like in that respect, charge up your tablet and your phone. I still haven't found that little retaining clip for that bloody sun visor, which is really pissing me off, and obviously I've still got to do that little cubby hole up there. But I wanted to show you what we've been up to today. It's just a moody little Sunday, and it's been hard work with my poor finger, but that's where we are now. This is part 3, and I reckon there's probably going to be 5, 6, maybe even 7 parts to this, so keep watching, and hopefully by the time I make the next video, the roof will be done, the carpet and it will be down as well, and we'll have cracked on much more. All right, take care now, thanks for watching.